Gymnastics go for a state championship, and BPA students head to the national competition. We are Richmond, and we are Hi, I'm Savannah Adams. We start things off with a look back at last weekend with girls gymnastics.
And your 2021 regional champions for 107.75 Richmond.
Gooseneck!
Those intermediate statement qualifiers. To those intermediate statement qualifiers.
So the girls now head to state with Lizzie Ruger set to defend her all-around championship from last year, and the team in the hunt for a championship as well. Good luck to all of them tomorrow at Ball State. And to wish them good luck, here's a look around school today as RHS dressed up for Spirit Day to their support. RHS BPA students also competed last weekend, this time in their state competition, and the results are in. And all 13 people had top 10 finishes with 7 students headed to nationals. Congratulations and great job! Now let's check a couple of announcements. Anyone wanting to help clean up Richmond, the RHS Green Club will be working to clean up Mary Scott Park tomorrow at 1 p.m. This event is open to anyone who wants to help. Mary Scott Park is the park right next to Dennis Middle School. There's a new club starting up at RHS. It's called The Council. They will focus on social issues like racial injustice, climate change, poverty, and more. They will meet on Mondays from 3:30 to 4 p.m. through a Google Meet. Send a message to Mr. Ronnie in Canvas if you're interested in being part of the council. Also, RHS Women's Tennis starts practice this Monday. If you're planning on playing, stay after from 3:45 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. Make sure to have a physical form on file in the athletic office. Now it's time for a look at lifestyle news with Ryan Miller.
Thanks, Savannah. Today we have an important reminder, a visit from a United States Congressman, and good news for Kings Island fans. We start with a reminder that Indiana's cold winter is coming to an end and the sun is rising earlier and earlier. What does that mean? It means that daylight savings is approaching, and you should remind yourself not to forget to set your clocks 1 hour ahead before you go to bed. This Saturday night, according to U.S. law, states can choose whether to observe daylight savings or not, and some U.S. territories like Arizona, Hawaii, and a few others do not participate, leaving them on standard time all year round. And when daylight savings ends here in Indiana on November 7th, you'll have an extra hour of sleep in before school starts in the morning. Last Friday, RHS had a quick visit from United States Congressional Representative from Eastern Indiana, Greg Pence. Pence is the brother of former Vice President Mike Pence. He toured the career ed classes here and shared a quick message for RHS students.
Hi, this is Congressman Greg Pence. People often ask me, how do you become a congressman? Well, work hard, study hard, be part of your community, and one day you can achieve whatever you want.
And we wrap up with good news for Kings Island fans. The park will open for its regular summer season starting in 2 weekends in May, the 15th, 16th, and the 22nd and 23rd. Then normal hours starting May 29th. Also, if you had a season pass in 2020, it will be honored this year as well, since the coronavirus quarantine destroyed much of last season. While the park will be open, expect longer and slower lines for a while, since they will be enforcing masks and social distancing guidelines. That's your lifestyle news. I'm Ryan Miller.
As we close today, we want to remind you that there's still time to be part of Unified Track. Practices are Tuesdays and Thursdays from 3:30 to 4:30 p.m. You must have a physical on file in the athletic office to participate. For more information, see Miss Avery in room R135. We leave you with a video from Special Olympics of Indiana on what unified sports are and the difference they can make in someone's life. For On the Air, I'm Savannah Adams. Have a wonderful weekend.
Whole school engagement, inclusive student leadership, and unified sports. That's what Special Olympics is all about. Acceptance is inviting somebody to the party, but inclusion is when you ask them to dance.
Defining social inclusion is impossible. It's not necessarily something you can define, it's just what you feel a part of.
Social inclusion, the best way I like to describe it is looking out across a soccer field, a football field, and not being able to tell who has an intellectual disability and who doesn't. Everybody is just an athlete.
What social inclusion is not is that, oh, this is my friend that I see on Sundays through Special Olympics. It's, this is my friend.
I've been in the grocery store where my son will have his unified basketball shirt on and somebody say, oh, you play for the unified basketball team. It opens up these communication lines that you wouldn't normally have.
In our unified sports program, we take the season off the court and we continue on between seasons. A lot of times I'll have teens over for a celebratory party at my house afterwards.
Outside of sports, me and Jenna, well, we swim a lot, we go eat a lot, we get our nails done. We do all the things that she would do if she had a big sister.
Best friends, BFF.
Aww. Yeah, he's like my brother.
Second brother, exactly.
Second brother.
Social inclusion's happening as these unified sports programs take hold and people start to share the variety of experiences that go along with being a student.
If we didn't have the unified sports program, most of these students wouldn't know each other. The special piece that really exists now is that by bringing them together through athletics, we found that they've got so many more things in common.
There was one athlete I met when I had started Unified. Very shy, very reserved. This is Danny. Wouldn't talk. Now, he shows up to Unified and he goes. And even his mom commented on it the other day at how big of a difference it's made on his life, being a part of Unified and being a part of Special Olympics in general.
So I've seen this very heavily being introduced into the school. You did see individuals with intellectual disabilities sitting alone, but now you walk down the hallway and an individual with intellectual disabilities cannot get down a hallway without saying hello to at least 50 people. To see the change is absolutely incredible, but it's not just seeing the change, it's what the change has done for the environment of the school.
Like, Melissa, every gym class we had, we danced together. Or if I want to go to prom, I want to dance a lot. So then I didn't think of any other girl that could dance as good as her. The very next morning, I go down and come to the gym class and ask her out for prom.
How long have we been friends?
8 years.
8 years?
We've been friends 8 years.
And it's more than a friendship now.
I feel like we family. You know, I could call them, ask them anything.
The joy of the job I've got right now is seeing how it changes schools. It changes the culture of a school.
It's changed me as a person by just opening myself up to understanding that people who do have intellectual disabilities can do anything.
I've been around this community my entire life, but it's a difference with being on the outside looking in as like a sibling or like a parent or something, but being inside the community and hanging out with like Ray and Ricardo and everyone else is the greatest experience I've ever had in my entire life. And I am so grateful that I got into this.
As an athlete that has a voice, there's a lot of athletes out there that don't have a voice. Social inclusion allows us to connect with those who do not have a voice and those who have a voice and are participating in a different level than us.
I think it's impossible to put into a little box and say, this is social inclusion, here you go move forward. It's making it your own, it's being a part of that family, being a part of that community in your own way, and moving forward that way.
Choose to include.
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 Did you put your...
I did put bunnies on you. I did, actually. You know me. You know
I know,
I'm
not like surprised.
You know I would do that.
Contact your local Special Olympics program on how to be part of the unified sports movement. Please visit specialolympics.org for additional information.